Did you know that dozens of people are now dreaming the exact same nightmare about a man they have never met? Dr. Amanda Foster thought she was treating regular trauma patients, but then something impossible happened. Patient after patient described identical dreams about learning to fly. They spoke about standing on tall buildings, feeling supernatural confidence, hearing a commanding voice saying, "You're ready now." Dr. Foster was confused, until she read Daniel's journal. Every single dream matched his writings word for word. Patients described seeing through his eyes, feeling his thoughts, experiencing his final weeks before he jumped from that balcony. These people had never met Daniel, never read his journal, yet they knew intimate details only he could know. Then Dr. Foster noticed something terrifying. Her patients were sleepwalking, standing on beds with arms spread wide, talking to invisible voices, avoiding mirrors just like Daniel did. One night, Dr. Foster had the dream herself. She sleepwalked to her balcony and saw Daniel's reflection staring back. "Now you understand," he whispered. Today, Dr. Foster leads a support group for 47 people sharing Daniel's dreams. They're all developing the same flying delusions and the same supernatural confidence. Did you know that a man's final leap could break the laws of physics forever? Maria Santos thought she was dealing with typical tenant complaints. Water pipes acting up, maybe some electrical issues. But when she stepped into Daniel's old apartment, her equipment went crazy. Water flowed upward from the sink. Her pen floated in midair when she dropped it. The gravity meter showed readings that shouldn't exist. Security footage revealed the impossible. Residents' hair stood straight up in certain rooms. On the balcony where Daniel jumped, objects just hung in space like invisible hands held them. Maria's blood ran cold when she realized the truth. Daniel's leap had torn reality itself. The gravity distortion was spreading floor by floor. She wrote her report immediately. Evacuate the building, seal it off. But the owner buried her findings. That's when Maria started floating too. And late at night she heard Daniel's voice drifting from the balcony, promising to teach her the freedom of flight. Some jumps echo forever. Did you know that some buildings are designed to kill? Architect David Kim thought he was just fixing complaints about cracks in the walls. But when he dug deeper, he found something terrifying. The building plans were fake. Hidden underneath was the real blueprint, showing apartments built directly over an old mental hospital called Haven Heights. In the 1930s, doctors there performed sick experiments. They convinced patients they could fly, then made them jump from high windows. 23 people died. The worst part? Daniel's balcony sat exactly above the room where patients jumped to their deaths. Kim found secret basement levels still hidden in the building. Inside were old patient files, restraint chairs, and research notes from Dr. Heinrich Weiss. The doctor believed he could create flying humans through mind control. His experiments worked so well that patients heard voices telling them to jump. Daniel wasn't crazy. He was the latest victim in a 90-year program designed to make people believe they could fly. The building was still running its deadly experiment. Did you know that one high school class has the highest suicide rate in state history? And every single death happened the exact same way? Jennifer Walsh was just doing her job as a school counselor when she noticed something terrifying. Daniel's name appeared in the obituaries. Then she discovered the horrible truth about Lincoln High's class of 2018. Out of 847 graduates, 31 had died by jumping from high places. All of them believed they could fly. Walsh looked at their yearbook photos and found disturbing patterns. Students posed like Superman. They looked up at the sky. They all had the same confident smile. Every victim had attended sessions with guidance counselor Dr. Raymond Pierce. He used hypnosis and visualization exercises to help students unlock their hidden abilities. Pierce's notes were chilling. He taught students to transcend physical limitations and embrace their superhuman nature. The worst part? Pierce was still doing these sessions with current students. Daniel had attended 47 sessions over 4 years. Security footage showed Pierce playing strange sounds while students practiced flight positions. Pierce had been creating flying delusions for over 20 years. Did you know an insurance investigator once discovered a man who might have actually developed superpowers? Robert Chin was processing a routine life insurance claim for Daniel, who died from a fatal fall, but the medical records made him freeze. Daniel had survived 12 impossible falls over 5 years. A 3-story parking garage jump, just bruises. A bridge fall into shallow water, walked away. Even a construction crane leap left him only unconscious. X-rays showed his bones had healed from high-impact fractures 12 different times. Security footage revealed Daniel practicing jumps across the city, each time landing with impossible grace. Chen found Daniel's secret journals documenting his flight training. He measured distances and hang time, convinced he was developing real flight powers. Each jump was practice for something bigger. His final jump was supposed to be his graduation flight. After years of successful shorter flights, Daniel believed he was ready to prove his abilities to the world. But something went wrong that night. Chen's official report concluded Daniel had somehow developed partial supernatural flight abilities, making his final failure even more mysterious. Did you know that children can sometimes dream the same dream as a stranger they've never met? Lisa Rodriguez teaches art to kids. But she noticed something scary in her classroom. 6 children who lived near Daniel's apartment building started drawing the exact same picture. A flying man in blue clothes. They had never met Daniel, they didn't know about Superman, but their drawings looked exactly like Daniel's face. They drew his apartment perfectly. They even drew the exact way he jumped from his balcony. During art time, the kids talked about a flying teacher who visited their dreams. They said he taught them how people used to fly before they forgot how. The strangest part? The children repeated Daniel's exact words from his private journal, words they had never heard before. Parents found their kids sleepwalking to windows at night. The children practiced flying positions and said Daniel's words in his exact voice. Most terrifying of all, the kids drew pictures of themselves flying next to Daniel. They asked their teacher when they could join their teacher in the sky for their first flying lesson. Daniel was still teaching, even after he fell. Did you know that every major delivery company in the city has blacklisted the same apartment building? Building 47 sits empty now, but delivery drivers still refuse to go near it. It all started after Daniel jumped from the 12th floor, the man who thought he was Superman. Within weeks, strange reports flooded in from Amazon, FedEx, and Uber Eats drivers. They all described the same terrifying experience. An unstoppable urge to look up at Daniel's old balcony, whispers in the stairwells saying packages for Superman, and crushing vertigo near the elevators that forced grown men to crawl on their hands and knees. GPS systems went haywire at this address only, routing drivers in impossible circles, directing them to floors that didn't exist. One Amazon driver found a package addressed to Superman, apartment 12B. No sender. The return address led to an empty lot. Now, Building 47 has the city's highest delivery abandonment rate. Drivers dump packages in the lobby and run. Corporate has officially blacklisted the address, but packages addressed to Superman still appear, and Daniel's balcony door still opens every night. Did you know a professional window cleaner once quit his job after discovering a reflection that shouldn't exist? Marcus Thompson was hired to clean Building 47, just a routine job. But when he reached apartment 12B, something was terribly wrong. The apartment was empty, completely vacant. But in the balcony door's reflection, Marcus saw a figure in blue clothes, standing there, watching him. Security cameras showed nothing. The balcony was empty, but every photo Marcus took revealed the same mysterious figure in the glass. Then things got stranger. The cleaning solution wouldn't stick to this window. Water ran upward instead of down, and when Marcus tried to wipe the glass, streaks appeared spelling out "ready to fly" in perfect handwriting. Every other window in the building cleaned normally, but this one seemed to exist in a different reality. Marcus took one final photo before quitting. The reflection figure was reaching toward the camera with both arms stretched forward, like Superman about to take flight. The apartment had belonged to Daniel, the man who thought he could fly.